is a very emotional sport, and dealing with the good and the bad for me has taken a lot of time, and it's the way that I've worked out how to do it is to try and take as much of that emotion out of it as possible. So because I've had a bad race, it doesn't mean I'm a bad person. So it's trying to take away that emotion, which is something that's taken a long time, but I'm there now, I think. That massive goal for me is to be an Olympic medalist, to stand on that podium. That's the main goal, and that's what is my motivation, that inspires me to get up every morning and go training. It's unrealistic to think about that goal for a 4-year cycle. So what I do is break everything down into sort of manageable chunks, if you like. So it's on a weekly basis, it's on a sessionally basis. There's loads of different goals, smaller goals, that are manageable and very achievable. So we're constantly pushing ourselves as we go through, and it keeps that motivation and that inspiration going. So every time we hit one of those goals, we have a little celebration, and it kind of inspires me and keeps me going to have another little celebration when the next one's broken. I'm very much in control of my own performance, and that starts from the second I get up in the morning 4 years ago to the second that I get up in the morning again for the day of the race. There's a lot of things that you can't control, lots of uncontrollables. So I can't control the environment, if it's raining, if it's sunny, if it's windy, if there's a current. I can't control any of that. I can't control if the girl next to me wants to swim across the top of me. I can only control me and what I'm doing in the race. There's so much to think about for an open water swim. We're there around about 2 hours before the race. We need to get numbered up, we need to get our suits checked, we've got so many different things. We need to do a warm-up. We don't do a pool warm-up, we do a land warm-up because we don't get a chance to get into the lakes or rivers or seas before our race. So there's always something to think about. The whole while in there, I'm nervous, I'm always nervous for everything, and that's a really good sign because it means that your body's getting ready, it's the adrenaline kicking in, and it kind of just feels like maybe a bit of dread or a bit of angst, but actually it's a really good thing. Your body's getting excited and getting ready for the challenge that you're doing. The way that I've been able to figure out how I deal with winning and losing is being as prepared as I can for everything. So I took some time to figure out how I could be the best and how I could be the best open water swimmer in the whole world and the most well-rounded, and that involved me doing races that I've never done before, swimming with boys, dealing with getting hit and punched, having judo lessons, all that sort of stuff. And then what I realized in that process was actually it's stuff outside of the pool for me that helps me. Something I found hugely beneficial is being a mentor for sports aid, and then in terms of inspiring people in other walks of life, it was helping with the learning and development of the MMS trainees. So having a couple talks with them and realizing that, even though I'm a swimmer and they're lawyers and the worlds can seem so far apart, there's a lot of parallels between what I do and what they do. It's a competitive world. You have to work well as a team, and that access to the world of business has really helped me grow as a person and as a mentor and as an athlete as well. So having the support from MMS has been hugely beneficial, and I've loved getting to know them. And what I really can't wait for is to go out to Rio and to share my stories from Rio with everybody when I get back.